Nigeria to import terrorists from all over the world. Right now, there are more than 5 terrorist groups that operate in the country today. Ansaru is in Nigeria. El-Shabaab is in Nigeria. Mieti Allah operates in Nigeria. Fulani bandits operate in Nigeria. Fulani Herders that has been named the 4th deadliest terrorist group in the world by the Global Terrorist Watch of West Africa. These terrorist groups operate in Nigeria, and the government of Nigeria provides an enabling environment for them to thrive, for them to do their bidding. They provide them with logistics, money, arms, and then they send them to the eastern region of Nigeria to kill my people and to destabilize the region. That is their goal, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
All right. So now it is very clear to everybody that Nigeria is as good as gone. Oh yes, Nigeria don't pay me. Nigeria, it don't pay me, it don't go. Now, there is this question that everybody has been asking, that despite all the security agencies we have in Nigeria, police, army, navy, DSS, secret service, all of them, name them Air Force, that these Fulani Herdsmen with AK-47 are able to commit the kind of atrocities they are committing in Nigeria. But before then, let me also tell you that, did you know that as people were crying over what happened in Benue State yesterday, the Fulani Herdsmen went to Enugu State and commit another calamity there yesterday? Did you know Governor Peter Mbai is there, and Fulani Herdsmen are going around Nigeria? The president is there, everybody, the defense, everybody is there, and Fulani Herdsmen are going around Nigeria committing atrocities. About 3 weeks ago, we saw what happened in Delta State. Delta State, the so-called South. We saw what happened there. Fulani Herdsmen. Oh yes. Now, as I was saying, the question is, how are these people able to carry out these operations without any interrogation? You can imagine where these people went to a village and burnt down a whole village without any army or police. Of course, we saw the one that happened in Benue a couple of months ago. Nobody challenged them. They went and carried out the operation successfully. Nobody challenged them. Now, the question is, who is empowering these people? Where are they coming from? From the first video you watched, you heard what that man said. Now, let me also show you this video so that you may understand some things.
Even the Fulani bandits, they know they like me, then they call them, say they be Fulani, they calling them bandits. But they are Fulani people, and they don't come and go and talk, say, look, if now this government bring them in 2015, say make them come help them do election. After election, they don't abandon them. So they look for money where they go chop. So the thing not be saying that the thing where anybody go hide, say he know they see. They are part of it. This government never come out to deny, say, na lie. We no do that kind of a thing. And Fulani people don't talk, say, look, they want you to, they won't carry this country, make it become their own. Make them come and say, they Fulani too. Now them get Nigeria. Fulani nationality movement. Now them attempted to assassinate me. They wanted to kill me. Now only God helped me that day. I tell you, these people say Nigeria, now the only country where belongs to them. They don't write them. I have documents to show this. I don't send them to president. I don't send them to police. I don't send them to DSS. These people say, look, nothing will stop them because they wanted this revolution in 1800 and they could not achieve it by Ottoman Danfodio. But now they must take over. That they have the money, they have the power, they have the weapons, and they have everything. So this time they must take over.
Did you hear that? Now let me also remind you that a couple of weeks ago, the governor of Benue State came out and said that these Fulani herdsmen are being sponsored by those of our leaders in Abuja. And after saying this, some people came out and saying that he is shifting blame, that he's supposed to take the responsibility of what is happening in his state. He's shifting blame to some people. My dear people, tell me, when a governor is working to stop insecurity in his state, there are several or many leaders, sponsoring those people causing the insecurity in the state. Do you tell me that the governor can stop that situation? Nigeria. Hey, whoa.
Please, people should leave the governor alone. He is powerless. He can't do anything. Tinubu should do his responsibility and stop shipping it to other people. When Wike and Fubara were quarreling in River, did anybody tell Tinubu to impose state of emergency? Why didn't Tinubu say, Fubara, okay, go and look into that matter, settle it? Even when the man was trying to settle the matter, Tinubu wouldn't have it. Now look at what's going on in Benue. And he's now calling on the governor. Look at hypocrisy here. Moses, look at with all this performance of Tinubu, I can no longer believe that the federal government hand is not what's going on in Benue State, and in fact, in all over the country. I am telling you, nobody can exonerate the federal government of from Buhari to Tinubu. It's like there is something they entered into, and that thing will not be far from bloodbath. How can the federal government just be looking? Don't tell all this from other countries, not even Nigerians, because they have confirmed that these people are not Nigerians. So what is your own government doing, for God's sake? Those who didn't know what happened in 1967, right. Look at it happen. Look at it now. Look at it stand out in the face.
Barrister, I like the fact that you mentioned Buhari in this thing. So practically, it's more like what started from the Buhari era is continuing.
I'm telling you, yes.
So there is no break. But let's go back to the purported statement put out by the president himself, because it's coming from an official bat, and it says, "I have been briefed on the senseless bloodletting in Benue State." And it goes on to say, enough is enough. Enough is enough means this is not the first time that the president is getting to hear about it.
You have said several.
And he also said, I have directed the security agencies to act decisively, arrest perpetrators of this evil act on all sides of the conflict.
Good.
So the president clearly understands that there is an ongoing conflict based on the statement put out here, except of the statement. Barrister, does it look like the president is hamstrung and that he's buck passing? He's trying to scapegoat the governor.
No.
Does it look like, because if we understand that this thing started from the Buhari regime, and well, he said that he was going to continue from where Buhari stopped.
Exactly.
So does it look like his hands are tied? Because we see this thing happen from a particular group of people, and we all know what is going on now. They gang up against the president. Is he trying to play ball? Are we back to the Jonathan era and all of this? Barrister, can you help us untie some of these contradictions?
Yes, what I can read for what is going on, that there is a secrecy around this thing. This woman bloodbath, there is a secrecy around it. I don't know whether it is an oath or whatever, that a government will allow the people to be slaughtered like this on several occasions, only for them to make statements. Can you compare what is going on in Benue and what happened in River that he imposed the state of emergency?
No, Barrister.
Those people that supported those state of emergency, where are they now? Where are they?
No, Barrister, I would like to get your opinion on this one. We're talking about reconciliation on this state. What is even there to reconcile? Nigeria as a nation, not have any reason to say that cattle rallying now is a major source of revenue generation in this country. We haven't heard anything about that, and we don't know whether is cattle rallying now a national business that now generates revenue for us, that we have to find a way to give lands to cattle rallying.
Remember,
what are we reconciling?
Please remember that Tinubu said he will settle this matter, and he created a cattle ranch or whatever. Even created a ministry headed by Jega. Is that not true? Please, my people, what happened to that ministry that Tinubu created? I told you here when he said that, I said this thing will not resolve this matter, because that is not the core of the matter. There is something these people are looking for. It's not your ranch. I said it here. Because people say you don't only believe in Tinubu, you don't believe in AP, I know these people, what they are playing pranks with us. There is no sincerity in whatever they are doing. What happened to that thing that Tinubu created to settle this matter? He's not even talking about it again. And when he did that, I told everybody who cared to listen that this will not solve the problem. Tinubu and Buhari knows what they did. They know what they are doing. This bloodbath cannot be for nothing. They should explain to us why they should allow Nigerian blood to be wasted in this manner. They should tell us. Because I don't see why this should continue from where Buhari talk to where Tinubu is now. Right. And you say you have a president who will always come and tell us we have already stopped insecurity, we have depleted Boko Haram, this and that.
All right,
and you know, just lip service. Look, I have said it here. Anybody who didn't know what happened in 1967 that caused the war, look at it now.
Okay, Barrister.
Look at it. After all, Babangida said it in his book that when Gowon could not stop the killing of the Igbos, that was what caused the war, the Biafran war. Look at it happening again. Look at it. Look at it happening again. How can you continue to massacre people in this manner and you want them to fall down? The day these people rise up now, you will see. The narrative will change.
Let me bring it to you now, Mr. Akinfatinke. We learned that the persons who were protesting the killings in their state, you know, the fact that their brothers, their sisters, their children, their wives are being killed, were being dispersed using tear gas and all that. You know, and one of the reasons for that was that they told them that they should go back to their homes, that everything is under control, saying that the IG is now on top of this particular case, and the governor of the state, Alia himself, you know, have provided the security personnel with all that they needed, including logistics and everything. Like my colleague Moses Riley pointed out, we learned also that the Chief of Army Staff said he's moving his base to Benue State to help end the issue of killings that is happening in that state. Now, the Pope have talked about this killing. Alias said it's more like genocide. Some persons also have come up to say that this is more like ethnic cleansing. Some people are trying to take over the land belonging to, you know, Nigerians, and no one is doing anything or doing more enough to make sure it's being curbed. Nigeria is moving already to that particular position where everybody is scared of becoming a country of particular concern, CPC. If this actually happened, Mr. Akin, where are we going to find ourselves? Remember that we're still seeking for foreign direct investment and all that, especially in this present administration. It's also more of our mantra. Where then lies Nigeria in the international space?
I think it's a woeful outlook, no doubt about that. And like I said, complete failure of government. I will not box myself into limiting this to Buhari, Tinubu. I think it's gone beyond Buhari, Tinubu. We've had slaughters, we've had this in governments before, in regimes before these two gentlemen. It's not taking them out of it. I think I will always remember my history when I keep on saying that part of our problems is that we are different in all respects, and that we've not been able to resolve the leadership question. I remember Gumi, the father of the Gumi that we all know at this particular time, had vowed at one point in time through their quote-unquote jihadists that they were going to take the Quran from the Sahel in the north of Nigeria to dip it in the Atlantic Ocean. I am convinced that government, the people, terrorists, and that Nigeria is being invaded with a target in the Benue and Plateau, and perhaps will now extend to the rest of Nigeria.
Under whose watch? Obasanjo was in government between 1999 and 2007. Can you tell us, do you know the number of Nigerians that were slaughtered in cold blood?
Oh, no.
Under Buhari alone, the Punch newspaper in the editorial reported 63,318 Nigerians were killed in the 8 years.
So what's your point?
So my point is now is that if you say that, look, that Gumi said that they were trying to dip the Quran into the ocean, at what point did this agenda manifest? Because we didn't clearly see it during the Obasanjo regime. We didn't see it under Yar'Adua. We didn't see it under Jonathan.
Okay.
When Jonathan made efforts to stop, we had the same people now say, look, you people are killing my people.
What I am saying,
Okay.
and I am clear, this is what I started by saying, that the present government led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu has failed woefully. I'm sure you heard that. But then asked me that, what do I think? And I said, look, I'm going to have to extend it. If you said you didn't see it during Obasanjo, yes, in this kind of quantum. If you said you didn't see it under Yar'Adua or Jonathan, under this kind of quantum, I am tracing back to tell you and to tell Nigeria by conviction that we are being attacked seriously, like we started then, and gruesomely now, because some terrorists have decided that they were going to try and seize land that does not belong to them.
Are we going to attribute this particular attack or this particular killings to the issue that we have, or to the fact that we have Muslim ticket? Recall that Obasanjo made a statement in 2022 saying there's a path. There is also a call for total Islamization of Nigeria as a nation. Is that where we are getting to at this point in time? Recall the Muslim ticket that also surfaced, and it happened at this point in time, and yet the killings also are happening. No one is saying anything about that. People are saying, don't point your finger to a particular ethnic group or a particular people. Don't stereotype the killings. But we see it also play out and all that. Is that what we're getting to at this point in time?
What is happening is that you are shifting to even agree with some of the things I am saying in terms of my disagreement that it is the Muslim ticket thing. No, it cannot be, because Muslims has also been slaughtered. Christians are being slaughtered. Those who are not aligned are being slaughtered. And I'm telling you, this problem goes a bit much deeper, and it is about land acquisition and about terrorists that our flanks are open. And this is where I will agree with Chukuma, that I know that during Buhari's regime, allegedly, we opened our flanks and people started using the words that our cousins in Futajalon and all that, which again does not help the issue. So I do not think, I'm not convinced that it has something to do with the Muslim ticket, because Muslims are being killed as much as Christians are being killed.
We are running out of time.
Okay.
During the Buhari regime, we had the impression that all the security architecture the head of all of them were domiciled in the north. But now at least it's 50-50 more like the north and the south. So could you hazard a guess as to why the problem persists? Because the president was like, look, when I come in, I'm going to battle insecurity and all of that. And we have the National Security Advisor from the north, we have the Minister of Defense from the north, Minister of State for Defense from the north. But we have the Chief of Army Staff, who is from the west. We have the Chief of Navy Staff from the east, and all of that. So more like 50-50. So why is it that these problems persist? Does it look like there is a pact, like Barrister Darlington said? Is there a pact or what? Why is the president hamstrung? Does it look like there is something he cannot untie in this insecurity?
And I will just extend it further. Make all the security chiefs Christians. Make all of them Christians. This will not stop.
Why?
Make all the security chiefs Muslims. This will not stop. Why? Because we have a deep-rooted agenda that goes beyond you asking military to come into it. And he was talking about Aliyah being helpless. It goes beyond all that. The agenda to come and capture lands that do not belong to you, whether you set up the livestock ministry or not, is constant. Finally, during Jonathan's time, to buttress what I'm trying to say, and hopefully we'll be able to rescue, during Jonathan's time, we had a military sir that was doing all the things that needed to be done. Was going and then was decimating. Was asked to stop by a southern president because of this deep-seated thing. We had issues that, who are we? Let's do a population census. We had somebody from a particular part of of the South, Odumegwu, he was making a lot of inroads. Certain people from other areas say, look, hey, Jonathan, you got to remove this guy. So I am saying the problems we have in Nigeria, we are different tribes, we are different tongues, the military has been decimated, take it or leave it. Carrot and kinetic is failed. We must get to the roots of looking at it, and I've just told you that. Look, right now, the chief samurai on the desk now is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We must restructure Nigeria. We must face the fact that Nigeria is not working. Right. Conglomerate, we are not working. And it does not matter who comes in to lead the country.
That sounds a lot like your concluding thoughts.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so you have seen it. What do you think? Please do well to drop your comment on the comment section what you think. All right. Thank you very much. I'll see you in my next video. God bless you.